Morena, te whānau, or morning depending on when you're watching this. I'm recording this in the morning. So this reading is for those that resonate with 10 of Swords and 8 of Cups. So that's also Pisces and Gemini. So if you resonate with this, you could be a Pisces or Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Saturn, whatever it may be. Or you could be going through a release, a cleansing of sorts. You might be releasing old triggers, letting go of past quote-unquote baggage, or like things that you had been holding on to mentally. Knight of Chalices at the base of the deck, to make room for your inner child, or a refreshing of your emotions, your relationships, intimacy, even the intimacy that you have with yourself. Yeah, Three of Swords. So this is for those that maybe have gone through some hurt in the past. Yeah, inner child, relationships, emotions, and are in the process already of releasing things that no longer serve you, especially when it comes to the Hierophant, your routine, your traditions, your rituals. Okay, let's see what comes up. Also, kia ora, if you're unfamiliar with me, I'm Janina Asiedu. I'm a queer Ghanaian ancestral medium, herbal ritualist and artist based in Tamaki, koutou, Aotearoa. Yeah, my pronouns are they, them. I'm a Leo, if you're interested in knowing. And if you're wanting a personal reading, we do moon readings, new moon, full moon. We do ancestral readings. We do whatever, really. So if you're interested in that, our website's in the caption, the description, or on the screen. Nyameja.com. Okay, Nyakopon Samai phone number, some formation to those of love, light, frequency, true, trust, and peace. What guidance and affirmation do you have for our 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups, Pisces, Gemini collective? What guidance and affirmation do you have for this collective? Okay, so we have the Empress, we have 8 of Swords and 3 of Pentacles. So Taurus, Venus. You're really being called to get out of your head. Some of you will really struggle to collaborate with others, or when you do, you maybe impose self-limiting beliefs on yourself, or things that other people, you know, naturally, like if you're working with other people in a team, or even this can be whānau, this can be family. It doesn't have to be like blood though. Just some sort of physical collaboration. It looks like some of you are really being called to just be a bit more confident in yourself and know your value, the value that you bring to the collaboration. Even if it's not a specific collaboration, it could be like, you know, in life we're always collaborating. That's why we're here, right? So yeah, so maybe that's also a thing to mention, is that like we're not just here to be on our own, we're also here to receive first and foremost, and we're also here to like give and collaborate. And so maybe some of you are working through blocks that stop you from connecting with others. It's interesting, we have the Emperor at the base of the deck, so the so-called feminine masculine. Okay, so I feel like you're also being called to work on your sense of value and self-esteem, self-worth, creativity, confidence, that kind of thing internally, mentally, and how you show up in your collaborations, because it does naturally affects what you give out, masculine energy. So what is coming forth in your legacy, what you're creating in your physical reality, and the action that you take. Just looking at these cards, 7 of Swords, Knave of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Ace of Pentacles. So quite a bit of Taurus, I think Capricorn. What's the other earth sign? Virgo. What's the earth vibes? So some of you are being called to like attempt something again, or you're trying something again and you have been taking it slow, and now is the time for you to really pour into your health. Queen of Pentacles has been coming up a lot in all the readings, so I think collectively for us it's important for us to like make the sacrifices that we need for our health, that are going to make us feel good. This is like giving to yourself, doing things that are nourishing for you day by day, that actually counteract is what I want to say, or like replace the past things. So like, for example, 7 of Swords and we had 8 of Swords. This is kind of like self-deceit. So maybe those like little lies that you tell yourself about maybe not being good enough or not being able to do something, or even the speed at which you're doing something. You might not be achieving things in the speed or timing that you want. But I just feel like, you know, everything comes at its own time. And I feel like also with so many pentacles here, you're actually a lot more stable than you think. And there's more opportunities coming to you. But in the near future, you might be taking a break or taking a pause or going through a period of rebirth. I also want to say like a series of rebirths. So for some, maybe you have been going through different kind of rebirths in different areas of your life. And at this current time, it's your physical world that's being rebirthed. But there, in the future, there is a something shifting, being cut out, in order for you to grow, in order for you to accept something new from the earth. This is Bess, the Neteru Bess. They are associated with children and like gifts and fertility. So I feel like Source has a surprise for you, or something that you're going to give birth to, like could be physically, but it could also just be like something material. When I said physically, I mean like you could actually be pregnant is what I meant, with a human being. Yeah, but there's space that needs to be created for you to receive. And also, yeah, not being discouraged by the timing of things, because as I always say, what grows fast dies fast. So if something is moving slow, it's just because you're still working on the stability of it. Strength, Leo. Whatever opportunity you're getting in the future, or yeah, that is presenting itself to you, might require you to really tap into your heart space. And I'm seeing like, I'm not seeing this as, I usually get like ego with the Leo naturally, but with the lion and Sekhmet, like taming the lion, I feel like some of your, this could be for yourself, but I also am seeing like, yeah, the Tower, the High Priestess, 6 of Swords. I feel like this is the space that you hold for other people as well, Whānau. Like, through you nourishing yourself and making the sacrifices that you need to make for yourself, and that bringing an opportunity, I feel like you're showing other people just by example, like how to accumulate stability and wealth in different ways, and maybe what wealth and abundance means. In Queen of Pentacles, in a different tarot deck I have, the Aotearoa deck, I think the quote on it says, those that have people are richer than those that have money. And whenever I look at that card, I think of like how you could not have something physical, but like if you are open to receiving from those around you, someone will provide you with the support that you want, or someone might gift you like something that you need, but you have to be open to receiving it, and communicating that and getting out of your head and knowing that you're worthy of receiving. Because if you don't know that you're worthy of receiving, you're not going to like notice the opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, because you don't know your sense of worth. So you're not like matching yourself to a certain frequency, as we call it. But I'm seeing like your intuition here is calling you to move on from, quickly too, make you the choice to move on from something. Yep, 8 of Wands, 2 of Wands, King of Pentacles. So there's stability like coming for you. It does look like it's a process. There's definitely some things that are being called to let go of, as that's what this reading is about. And I feel like each individual here intuitively knows what things that they need to move on from. Maybe even like with the Tower and King of Pentacles, it could be like how you view money, how you view wealth, and getting out of your ego in that way. Like, your ego can just be like an old identity. So like, you're attached to, like, for example, a lot of us are attached to lack, or are not used to receiving abundance in whatever way it may be. Again, this doesn't just have to be in the form of money. It can be in the form of like having the comforts that you want, having a stable home, just receiving from people. Anyway, yeah, I'm seeing like definitely some big changes, and your intuition is going to be important in terms of like helping you personally navigate which direction to go on. And I just heard like what vision is yours, especially if you're still kind of navigating, operating out of old identity. It can be hard to detach from like what you're used to experiencing. Yeah, as I was saying, like if you're not used to experiencing, or even just having like a certain amount of money, sometimes it's like, especially with so much stuff going on in the world and so many people are struggling, it can be easy to feel guilty. But I'm seeing that it's important for this abundance to come through, because 10 of Cups and 4 of Wands, this is healing. This is not just about money. This is about wealth and abundance, healing family wounds, healing trauma, healing community wounds. So for you all in this new space that you will move into gradually, of really experiencing long-term stability, whatever that looks like for you, if it's just having like emotional support, or having people that you know are your team, as we were saying, who you rely on day to day and who rely on you. It could just be that. And with 7 of Cups, it's okay for you to dream. It's okay for you to have an imagination. You might have a lot of options to choose from. That could be confusing as well. Maybe for some of you might have a lot of like things come through in terms of like illusions or like emotions when it comes to what kind of family you want, and healing that. Some of you might need to like release like what you thought family was going to look like for you in a certain way, and be a bit more realistic about where you're at now and how you can continue to work towards whatever it is you're wanting to achieve. Yeah, the Hierophant again. So there's a lot here about tradition, ritual, routine, coming together with others and joining minds to invest physically your time, energy, resources, finances as well. And I think that knowing that you have other people on your team is what enables you to understand that you are the magician, that you are the alchemist, that you do have access to certain avenues. Sorry about that. 8 of Pentacles, that are going to help you with your long-term goals and dreams and desires. Yeah, okay. Let's pull a couple more. Now the some for number information and see what guidance information you have. Was it Pisces and Gemini? Guidance information do you have for Pisces and Gemini at this time? This collective. We have the High Priestess, the Tower, and the Hanged Man again. Obviously, the shuffle that great, but interesting that they've come out. And 10 of Swords again, fam. So maybe particularly for our Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, I feel like your intuition is going to be super strong. And yeah, I'm seeing like whatever it is that you need to release at this time is going to be very obvious. Like, excuse me. You're not going to be able to avoid it. Like, I feel like whatever you're holding on to that is like not serving you might potentially just come crashing down. You'll have to make the sacrifice anyway. So I feel like Source is saying use your intuition now to release, so that like the change in the future isn't that abrupt. Like the Tower card is like quick, can be a bit chaotic. So if you are going through changes that have been difficult, there are people around you, or there could be someone around you that is actually really helpful for you. Just saw the Devil and Six of Wands. So yeah, like maybe some of you'll have some toxic ways of viewing success. But I'm also seeing just general Capricorn energy, like some of your success, well, I feel like everyone's, but your success lies within community. I feel like the things in which you have learnt about the subconscious mind, I don't know, it could be like psychology, philosophy, how humans work and behave and all that stuff. If you're interested in that, I feel like what you've learned about yourself and your experience with other people, when it comes to power dynamics and control dramas and all of that stuff, is really going to pay off when it comes to achieving the success that you want, because I feel like you already know what you don't want. So now Source is saying, like, get rid of that. Remove that from your vicinity, whatever that looks like, whether it's physical things you need to get rid of to make more space, whether it's like releasing a friend or a lover, or even just a mentality that you have, like, oh my god, this always happens to me, or this is the kind of relationships, friendships I'm used to, so I can't see myself having anything else. But I'm seeing Source wants you to use your imagination at this time, to dream of what you want, and not to restrict yourself in that way. I also just heard like leaps and bounds, so I don't know, like I saw someone like taking leaps and bounds. Like I'm actually at a waterfall right now. I'm going to go on a little hikoi after I do this reading, but yeah, I was seeing like someone like jumping on the rocks, like taking leaps and bounds. So like maybe Source and your ancestors are affirming that you have taken great leaps and bounds already, so you can be proud of yourself, and you're coming to the closing of a chapter and a big release. So this next full moon coming up, which is on the 11th, might be beneficial for you all. I think it's in Capricorn actually, in the Western, so we had Capricorn energy here, so maybe working this week, next week with the moon, and and to do that, if you don't know what the fuck I'm on about, just taking time like throughout your day and throughout your routine as ritual to meditate on like the things that I've said, like what is success to you, what old identities are you releasing, what past are you releasing, what are you creating room for now that you're moving forward, at this current time in your life after going through change, if this resonates. So let's pull a couple more. What other guidance information do you have for this collective at this time to end this reading? If you want a full moon reading, they start like, I think the full moon's on the 11th, and we start our full moon readings 3 days before, and they go till 3 days after the full moon. That's available on our website as well. Just get into what chapters are coming to a close for you, what you can celebrate, and what you can look forward to. Okay, Two of Swords reversed, King of Swords. So some of you maybe are a little bit indecisive about something, but that might be because you're like using your logic a little bit too much, or take it where it fits, resonates. You're meant to be a little bit rational about how you approach your decisions when it comes to like your success. The Sun. So maybe some of you are limiting yourself because you're not being positive enough. Five of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So Source, as we come into Leo season, which is like the end of the month, Source is saying they're wanting you all to really like use your intuition to note where you feel lack, where there is, not where you feel it, where there is like something missing for you. And this is quite physical, so it's your resources, this is your money, this is like your home, like things that are tangible. If you're a mystic, I'm seeing that some spell work would be beneficial, some abundance ritual, which we do on our site as well. I think we have that, a money and abundance candle spell that we do on behalf of receivers. So if you're interested in that, go check it out on our site. But being more positive and maybe like, you know, when you've identified what you lack, you've complained, you've done all the things, and now it's like, okay, like it's time for me to be positive, to harmonize things out, and let my intuition lead me towards what I want, you know. What was I gonna say? Like, you can still be positive and be rational. It doesn't have to be toxic. The High Priestess, Three of Cups. So some of you maybe need to spend time with friends that have similar dreams and aspirations to you, the Star. This is also about reunions and play. There's music in that. It always reminds me of Heteru. So spending time with others that inspire you, that bring through hope in the things in which you do as well. So cute. There's this family that just walked past and they just have 3 kids, and it's funny because they just pulled 3 of Cups, and so maybe like inner child play is really important. So spending time with those that help you dream and don't kind of like stifle your inspiration or make you feel like what you're dreaming about is like childish. There's something about going back to that essence of purity, which makes a lot of sense as we are heading into Leo season. I feel like it's going to be the end of July so soon. Yeah, but using this time that we have in Cancer season to like just reflect on where you need that nurture, and take it slow, take it easy with yourself is probably the best advice I can give to you all at this time.